Sam from Cultaholic.com. Sam woken up now after an entire weekend of Wrestle Kingdom-based shenanigans.
Oh, it was a long one.
Did you have a lovely time?
To come back straight off Christmas into that when it felt like I didn't even have a Christmas break in the first place. But it's all done now. It was a good show, so...
If it's going to be a long show, might as well be a good show.
Yeah, 2 days though, 2 days. taking the piss a little bit.
And here's some news to not. A top AEW star was injured at Wrestle Kingdom. An NXT star could be moving to Raw or SmackDown. And a WWE star changed their name minutes before their debut. We'll tell you who in a little bit. So staying with Wrestle Kingdom, match of the night, by the way.
I think it was the main event. It had to be. Second night main event. Okada Naito was great. The horrible ending. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think everyone got upset about that, but surely
you're supposed to get upset about it. Everybody's like, oh, well, it should have ended happily. No. No. We should have just attacked him the night after. No, it wouldn't have had the impact. There's like 30,000 people in there. Make them all go home sad. That's the way to do it.
That match is happening sooner rather than later, as we found out at the press conference this morning. But speaking of press conferences, shortly after the Wrestle Kingdom one, Chris Jericho revealed that he'd suffered an injury during his match with Tanahashi.
Yeah, that's right. He apparently dislocated his jaw.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's not nice. Like, I've had jaw dislocated before, like playing rugby. Sometimes it just sort of pops out and in. It hurts, but usually it's fine. He gave the interview afterwards, so it couldn't have been that intense a pain. But he also said that he'd knocked his knee.
Yeah, he said his knee was swollen at the end of that, which is always a bit of a concern with the knee because it all starts filling up with juice. And
well, yeah, it depends. It depends what it is. Like, is it like going to fill up with juice? Is it going to fill up with like,
pus?
Yeah, pus.
Oh, that makes the code breaker twice as deadly.
Oh, if it explodes in his opponent's face. Oh. Coat the ring with goo.
Oh, that's a horrible thought. Yeah. I thought that Will Ospreay was going to be the only injury coming out of Wrestle Kingdom. So I thought we did all right with that. Sorry, Will. But the Jericho one doesn't look too bad. And plus, he's got like AEW Revolution's end of February?
Yeah.
So his next definite time he has to definitely wrestle is end of Feb. So it's like 50 odd days.
Yeah, he'd be fine. As I said, like dislocated jaw, usually it's sort of, it sucks, but it's not, horrible, going to take you out for ages. But it's more the knee that I'm a little bit like, ooh, what's going on there?
As our resident New Japan super specialist mega friend, your thoughts on Jericho suggesting the door is creaking open between AEW and New Japan?
He said it as well, like, AEW doesn't need New Japan doesn't need AEW. And I quite like that, because everybody, when you go to your favourite horrible little corner of wrestling internet, they're usually all like, whoa, and they all pick a side. So it's like, well, New Japan can't survive without, like, these people can't survive without New Japan, or WWE should take him, or they should go there, and all of this stuff. It's nice to just have a very blunt, they don't need us, we don't need them. The thing is, Ring of Honor are in a partnership with New Japan. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, because Ring of Honor they just seem to be slowly, bless them, just going further and further down this spiral of weirdness.
And they normally do that World Collide tournament with them and CMLL.
I think it's called War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds, sorry.
WWE.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think it's called War of the Worlds, but it's usually CMLL, New Japan, and Ring of Honor. And that was last year. I think that was just Ring of Honor and CMLL. Obviously, New Japan has a relationship with CMLL. The interesting thing here is if there was a working relationship between New Japan and AEW. AEW has a working relationship with AAA. AAA and CMLL historically despise each other, so we're going to see. But the thing is, it would make more sense. It depends if New Japan wants to have their own TV show, because they've got the LA Dojo. If they want their own American TV show, there's no point getting into bed with AEW. But if they just want somewhere to highlight them, AEW is probably a better option with more eyes than Ring of Honor, because Ring of Honor, I think it's in a lot more homes than like most programming, because it's on Sinclair, but it just doesn't do the numbers.
Yeah, AEW is sort of the hot prospect at the moment, the hot ticket in town. If you want to hitch your wagon to any company, if you do in America, then it's probably AEW at the moment. But we will see, and we send our best to Chris Jericho. I hope you got 50 days. You kick your feet in. Bit of the bubbly, you'll be fine. On the other side of the channel, NXT, and Io Shirai has been in the news over the last day or so. Apparently a bit unhappy with where she is in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, well, Io Shirai has been sort of featured. She's been brought into NXT. She's been a major player there. But Ever since Bushiroad bought Stardom a couple of months ago, Bushiroad have been playing hard to get some people back. So they apparently want, that was very interested in Kairi Sane and Io Shirai both rejoining the company. Now they've got Bushiroad behind them. I'd imagine the money will be flowing much faster and much harder. And I'd imagine they'd be able to actually make some realistic plays to get the talent they want to get. They obviously got featured on Wrestle Kingdom. I think both days they had a dark match to open up the events, but it's an interesting one because I guess that a lot of this is personal preference, like personal situation and circumstances. We don't know what Io Shirai is going through. We don't know if she loves living in America. We don't know if she hates it. We don't know if she wants to go back to Stardom. It's all speculation. It's all rumor and innuendo. And obviously, like she's apparently engaged to Evil from New Japan.
Yeah.
He obviously lives out in Japan. There could be something there. But again, we'd just be speculating on it. There's no real hard information yet. All we know is that a few weeks ago it came out that Bushiroad were after both Sane and Shirai to come back.
And since then it's kind of come to light that WWE are keen to move Io Shirai to Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because the money is much better on those two brands than the NXT money. She's making less money in NXT than she did in Stardom.
But
So
like all entry-level media jobs, you do it for the exposure, don't you? So
that is the voice of experience.
That never ever gets you anywhere. No, I think the whole thing with NXT was that it does get her into more homes. It does get her into, like, in the Western market anyway, it makes a big name for her. But at the same time, if you're not happy, and there's an irony in what I just said about the dark, horrible corners of the internet where everybody picks a side, I would love if you and Kairi Sane went back to Stardom, because that would be huge. It'd be a massive loss for WWE, especially because they were apparently making bids to try and buy Stardom before Bushiroad came in and went, "Hey,
this could be a big year for Stardom." Like the dark match at Wrestle Kingdom.
I think, well, they're already probably the most popular, most well-known Joshi promotion outside of Japan. It's the one that everybody seems to know. They have a lot of Westerners coming to work for Stardom as well. So I think with the Bushiroad money behind them, with the Wrestle Kingdom weekend stuff, I think this is going to be the year they really step up and really ramp up what they're doing. They have a new TV show, I think, as well, on the same network as what New Japan's on in Tokyo and in Japan and wider Japan.
Plus, I really like their belts.
Their belts are really
They're great, aren't they? Those massive star belts. Like them. I'm aesthetically, I'm happy aesthetically with that.
Man.
I am a simple man of simple pleasures. I like the belts that look like stars. Broken Skull Sessions has been brilliant so far.
It has been, yeah.
Kane's the next one. That's gotta be Kane. But apparently there is talk, rumor and innuendo that the next guest for Stone Cold Steve Austin on Broken Skull Sessions will be Bret the Hitman
They're going to talk so much about WrestleMania 13. I can't wait. And I'm hoping that Bret's on form, and I hope that Bret's in a little bit of a mood, so he's in a little bit of a pew-pew. There's nothing better than Bret shooting. He's very blunt. He speaks very, very flatly about people he doesn't like. It's always entertaining, but at the same time, he's always got like loads of good stories. I'm going to hear some new stories we haven't heard, maybe some funny ones, maybe some ribs, maybe some stories about Owen that we haven't heard before. I'd like to sort of have Bret on proper form and make it a fun one.
Yeah, when he's on good form, he's
Yeah.
great fun. Years ago, I interviewed him and he was very, very jet lagged and just didn't want to do it. So we got through it the best we could, and then he said thank you, and then he went. But I know for a fact that Bret Hart is a brilliant storyteller when he's in the right frame of mind.
It's just the type of guy he is. If he wants to do something, he will do it. If he doesn't want to do something, he will sort of do it, but you can tell he really doesn't want to be there.
He'll do it
So
under direct.
I'm assuming the fact he's going to be on there with Austin, the fact that it's quite a big deal they're making about this show. If it's Bret, I think it's going to be amazing.
Oh, can you imagine?
I just really hope he shoots on Sean. Just some more. Just
give him a little
because you know they're
dig in the
friends
ribs.
and everything now, and it's all forgiven and everything, but it's not. You can tell. You can tell. It's all those like shots of them backstage on the WWE galleries where there's like the forced smile and hug, and it's like stuff like that. Just go on, just a couple of little like pew pew, just some snarky comments, and then bring Sean on, and everybody will think Bret's better because Bret's better anyway.
Oh, hello.
Bret's better anyway.
Retreat to your dark corner of the internet immediately. We're getting a Bret versus Sean discussion. And finally, speaking on WWE's new show, Break It Down.
Break it down. Are they just doing shows now based on like catchphrases? What? So like, woo will be like, so like maybe like you've been framed, and if there's something stupid happens production-wise, it's just like woo when somebody falls over, all the botches, because Botch Club didn't work, did it? What would
Smell what the Rock is cooking.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Cooking show.
Cooking program.
What would I'm an Ass Man be?
It would. Didn't they try that? The cartoon with Vince McMahon's bum.
Yeah, they got sued because they just stole the idea for Assy McGee.
You didn't know it would be a trivia program.
Yeah, that'd have to be a trivia program.
Your ass better call somebody is who wants to be a millionaire, but with asses.
Yeah.
Phone a friend.
They could do a one just called. It's not a catchphrase, but they could just have a show called Team Extreme, which is a bit like Fear Factor.
Ooh.
Just give us money. We'll come up with show ideas for the network.
Well, in that case, if we're doing it after quotes, we call that as God is my witness, he's broken in half.
And then just have oh no, just as God is my witness, he's broken in half. That's just a show where they pick somebody, they pick like a target, and they just mercilessly bully them till they break them.
Oh,
they break them down.
Emotional breaking.
Either physically or emotionally or both. They've got to completely destroy this person, and you just watch it all play out on camera. That's Oscar winning that. It's going to win them loads of stuff.
But they've gone with Break It Down for now, which has nothing to do with emotional trauma. It's actually a chat with Drew McIntyre. He talked about the night that he debuted on WWE TV. He was supposed to debut under the name Drew Galloway until about 10 minutes before, when Stephanie went, hang on, that's your real name. No, can't have that.
Yeah, well, change of course, it. You know, they like to own the trademark to all of their names. Mm-hmm. So Q, Drew McIntyre and Michael Hayes, according to Drew, tells this story, dashing off to talent relations. Smallest little computer. Just
quick, bring up every name for Scotland under Wikipedia.
They brought up the Wikipedia page for traditional Scottish names.
And there they said the one they nearly went with was Drew McDonald, but any Brit historians will know there was a Drew McDonald. He's no longer with us. And Drew McIntyre went, oh no, I can't be Drew McDonald. There already is one. And then they went with McIntyre, partly because of the syllables.
Yeah, well, it's the same as Galloway.
Yeah.
McIntyre, Galloway, it sort of works, I guess. I wonder if it was just an oversight, like he was just using that as his working name for so long that they just thought, that can't be his real name. Because the Tron had Galloway on it. They had to re-record a promo.
Yeah, they did.
They had to get a note to the ring announcer.
It felt like it was very lastminute.com, like literally 10 minutes to go, and Drew Galloway became Drew McIntyre. It's a brilliant story.
I was really hoping when he went on that massive tear on the indies before he came back, and he just owned independent wrestling and just went on an absolute mammoth run. I was really hoping they were going to bring him back as Galloway, just sort of like cut the gimmick and just make him a super serious but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. They can still call him McIntyre and he's still super serious. He's still menacing. He's still the size of two fridges sellotaped together.
You told me before about when you met him.
Yeah, like first time I met him, he was like sat down and he was like up to like here on me and I'm stood next to him. But then at the same time, when he stands up, he's like two double-breasted fridges, like the double-door fridges, like sellotaped together on like stilts. He's massive. He just looms over you. He's the nicest guy ever, but it's like, hello. He's just like all the way up there. You're like, Jesus.
It's an amazing mental image. Yeah. I'm going to leave that image with you. A man made of two fridges on stilts.
Real quick, I've got another idea. Rest in peace. And it's The Undertaker, right? But they put him back on a road schedule for 1 year. They say this is Undertaker's final year. And it's not about that. It's not about that crap. They'll do all the documentaries and all about that, all the emotional bollocks. This is about hotels. Undertaker reviews every hotel he stays in, and he has like a list of rules. So it's like you can't go to the same brand, can't go to the same hotel twice. So say if they're in like Birmingham, Alabama, which they're always in Birmingham, Alabama, he can't stay in the same hotel. He has to review them and make a league table. Rest in peace.
This is amazing. I just have the idea of the Undertaker just tired and a bit old, just going,
look, I'm 6'9". This bed is not suitable for a man my size. This is ridiculous.
The tea and coffee making facilities are abysmal.
Well, they wouldn't say meter the tea. It's got about a yard's worth of cable. I can't.
This is my yard.
I can't do this. You know, he's like, he doesn't like the kettle. Although they don't have kettles anyway. It's America. You're all weird. just hate to play the selection of biscuits they've left on the tea tray, which again they probably wouldn't have. They're not up to scratch, but yeah.
Somebody give this man a job at WWE immediately. If this show doesn't exist by the end of 2020, then all is lost. We might as well go to war.
Think about the Saudi Arabia special. It'll be like you basically have the whole floor of a hotel.
Have a lovely Tuesday. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.